So it's got to be, when you do a launch, it's got to be around you. People are buying you all, even your group trips. They're buying the way that you put together a group trip. Does that make sense? I'm going to pause for a second because I need you guys to really understand the difference between general selling and the fact that we are positioning ourselves as experts. We are positioning ourselves as premium service providers. Because frankly, if you don't position yourself as that, I'm going to ask you what makes you any different than Expedia.com, Uniworld, who sells group trips, biking, if that's your thing, any cruise line. What sets you apart from your suppliers or any other generalist that's out there, right? So what we want to do is we want to build systems around the launch, which is we want people to when you get ready to say, hey, I've got this service, you want to be able to say, well, what is that for you internally? What does that look like when it comes to launching it? This is where most travel advisors break down. They're like, I don't really understand what I need to do, because you don't really focus on results. You don't focus on the end experience. You don't do something that's repeatable. Building content in and of itself is not the thing that's going to make your launches more successful. It's really systematizing people getting into this process. So let's talk about what the process is. What I will tell you is, if you want to and you aspire to be a six-figure travel advisor, there are 3 systems that you need to have in place that are going to allow you to do that. The first one is a conversion system. And so let's talk about what that conversion system looks like. I'm having problems with my notes today. One of the things that successful conversion systems have in place is a signature name, signature offer. So last week we talked about that signature offer that you're going to do around your services. What's your signature offer? How many of you all have a signature offer, have a signature group trip or a signature service that you would then launch? How many of you all have that? The next thing about a conversion is that there is a systematic way that you get somebody interested to say and raise their hand that they're interested. If you're doing fits, it's going to be a signature, it's branded inquiry process that gets people to say, yes, I'm interested in your service. This is how I request a quote. The other is, and then it moves them to a booking process. The other thing about a conversion system is that the follow-up is automated. You are not thinking about, okay, somebody did a request and now I've got to send an email and now I've got to follow up with them. Now I've got to get them booked. That process is automated.
Reply CEO to join our Travel CEO session.